Hello and welcome. Today I will be discussing some roots which were similar between Old English and German and their meanings. Some of these roots in Old English do have correspondences in modern English, although most of them have disappeared or became extremely distorted in meaning. Just a brief overview of Old English as a language. It was spoken between 450 AD and 1200 AD in present-day England and Scotland. It was carried over from continental Europe, from probably Denmark or northern Netherlands. The language was most related to Old Frisian and Old Dutch. So we'll just go down this list here. So the Old English word "fremd" corresponded to German "fremd", and that meant strange or weird. In Old English, "herre", which corresponds to German "Heer", meant the army. In Old English, the word "herre" could also mean a battle, as in a battle in a war. In Old English, this word, which was pronounced by language reconstructionists, say that the letter was pronounced in this word as "ü", as in German's umlaut sound, Luft. In some dialects it was Luft. In German it was Luft, and that word meant air. Today's English, we have the word lift. In England, a lift can mean an elevator. In German, the word, at least in Switzerland, you can use Luftnehmen for taking an elevator. The Old English word "nehmen" corresponds to German "nehmen", and that meant to take. In modern English today, we don't have this anymore, but there was a word that survived on into the early 19th century, which was "nim-in". "Nim-in". And "nim-in" generally meant to steal, as in to steal a soda from a grocery store. And today we have a root "nimble". Nimble has the same root that was used in Old English because nimble was, quick to take something. In Old English, we had the word "frainen". "Frainen" corresponded with German "fragen", which was to ask a question. This G that you see, the G was always pronounced as a Y, as in the word "year". Although we don't have this word anymore in modern English, there was a form which was used there is a form in modern Scots, which is a language that is spoken in modern-day Scotland and parts of England as well. That word is "frainen". And "frainen" simply means a question. It rhymes with "training", just to give you an idea of reference. The next word is the Old English word "heiden", which in German was "haut". This word means skin. In modern English today, we have the word, it survived as "hide". Hide obviously doesn't mean skin anymore, it just means hide. And I suspect that that word would mean camouflage today, had English been undisturbed. In Old English, we have the word "hatten". Hatten, in German, was "heißen", which meant to be named. In German, you could say "ich heiße" your name. In Old English, you could say "ich hatte" your name. But today you would have to say, "What is your name? My name is so-and-so". The next word, "Garten", in Old English, was "gießen" in German, and that meant to pour, as in to pour milk into a glass. In Old English, we have the word frith. Frith in German was Freude, and that word meant happiness or peace. Frith, this F-R-I and frith, and this F-R-E-U, Freu in German, was probably the same root that is used in the word friend, or in German Freund today. This next word is they're still similar, Theale in Old English and vielen in German, which meant a lot or many. And this word, the meanings have kind of diverged. Not the meanings, but the pronunciation has kind of spread out a little bit. It's not as similar as some of these other words are. Kind of like the word heiden and haut, same thing, a bit distorted. The next one, in Old English, the word worthen, this letter right here that looks like a D with a line through the top, the pronunciation of that one was the, as in weather. And it's actually quite similar to this letter right here, which was called thorn. This thorn was pronounced as a th, as in thick. So that P right, this was a thick, and that was a th, as in the, or as in weather. In German, werden would correspond to English worden, and that meant to become. In German, this become has a sort of kind of a little bit of a meaning of that which signifies the future. Like I will do something, whereas in Old English, the word worden, you couldn't really do that with the word. And the last example is Old English's tun, which in German is the word sound, and the meaning is, in German, meaning is fence, and in Old English, the meaning was a farm or an estate. The word survived in modern English as town. Today, the word means a municipality. And the only way, this is one of those words, few words that where the meaning has been very, very distorted, become very distorted. And it's because, towns and cities were, big giant cities especially, were fenced in. Like old towns in Israel, in South America during Inca Empire. The Roman Empire had a few towns like that. The Great Wall of China is another example, and several all around the world had it. And because they were surrounded by fences, that's where the word sound was from. Or maybe vice versa, who knows. So that was the video. Went over the meaning, the Old English and the German roots, and their correspondences, a brief overview of Old English as a language, and some notes about some of the meanings in modern English today. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to ask, and I will be more than happy to answer. I will provide some extra resources at the bottom of the video for further reading. Thank you. Have a great day.